Today is September 12th, about 1:15 p.m. in the afternoon. The year is 2024. Normally I make the daily journal in the morning. Today I didn't have a chance. I was preparing for an interview, but the thing is the interview went well. I'll move to the next round. They still will have several more rounds, but it was good to hear that I'll move to the next round. It's bringing my confidence back because with many things going on, I think I was a little off. But life goes on, life moves on, and we have to move on with it. And sometimes it takes some time for us to feel ready. And at this point, I feel that I'm ready, and so it was a good thing. And some of it comes with our unwavering faith, right? That we believe in God, universe, whoever you believe in, you have to have that unwavering faith that helps us to keep moving forward no matter what happens in life, and no matter whatever challenges comes through, take it as a learning lesson. So I was watching some Rhonda Burns video right before making the video, and a couple of short ones, and one of the short ones was so interesting. She was talking about limiting beliefs and visualization, and she was saying that she put it in such a great way. And if you don't know Rhonda Burns, she is the person who made the Secret movie, which was on Netflix. It came out in 2006 and then became really big. The concept of law of attraction and manifestation is there for a long time, but that's the movie called The Secret on Netflix. It may or may not be Netflix anymore, but it's on YouTube now. Really made the concept of law of attraction a well-known thing in the world. I think since then many people are aware of that concept, even though the original thought was there in many things. Like even 100 years ago, a book written by Napoleon Hill was there, and even before a lot of that, there were in religious teachings also. If you look at, there are concepts like that are written. Sometimes it may not be written directly, but it's there. I think the way the movie was done, it just helped more people to connect with it because it resonated with many people. It was very simple. The way she talked about that visualization, like visualization is nothing other than picture of our thoughts. So we think about something that when we think in pictures, it is the visualization. And in any way, if you think of it, most of our thoughts are in pictures. We don't think in words, actually, we think in pictures. And those pictures, when we put more of our the senses, if you think of like, oh, okay, Christmas. I bring up Christmas because that's one of my not one of my favorite holiday time. So Christmas, you're thinking about Christmas, you're thinking about all the decorations, the Christmas tree, and all the other things around Christmas, and you just feel it. You just see the colors, and you're maybe making some Christmas cookies. You see the colors, you hear the sounds, if you're putting it in the oven, and you smell it, right? You smell the buttery smell of those cookies. So more you can feel it with your senses, your visualization is more real. And then our brain doesn't know the difference between the thought versus if it is real, because there are this test that they have done, the Olympic runners, where some of them were really running on the tracks and some of them were running on the track in their mind, in the brain, and they actually attach things in their brain. And it's I think it's also in that secret movie where they show the people who were thinking and visualizing that they were running, the pulses in their brain was exactly the same as people who are running on the track. So how is that possible? That's how our minds are. So yeah, that's how our minds are. So it's interesting to think that more we visualize, more we get there faster. And one person's question she was answering about it was about how to go over the limitless belief, and I thought it was so interesting. Her response was so interesting because she was talking about that if something seems limiting, and if you're already realizing that it's a limiting belief, right there you have overcome half of it, because you're realizing that it's a belief. It's not actually an actual limitation, it's a belief in your mind. You just have to break that ceiling. Excuse me. So in some way, whenever there's a thought that comes to our mind that we maybe we can't do this, or can we do this, and it's not clear, that means that that it is possible to break that. It's possible to break that ceiling. So somewhere along the way, from when we were a kid and then when we grew up, somewhere along the way through our life experiences, that belief got formed. And sometime when something like somebody says that, oh, you can't do this, and somebody else says, oh, you can't do this, and when it happens over and over and over, it forms a belief in our subconscious mind, because conscious is only 5% and subconscious is 95%, and it holds on to that belief. And later on, when we get older and we want to break that belief, we have to constantly work at it. In her video, she was saying that when we don't do the affirmations or things like that on a regular basis that works for us, this takes over. So it's almost like our mind is, in many different ways, they say that our mind is like a garden, right? In a garden, the flowers or vegetables, and this is the mind, and then the subconscious, which is 95%, is like the weeds, and we have to constantly keep cleaning it. If we don't, they just overtake that, right? So that's what is autopilot is. So it's interesting to hear her response about the limiting belief, that how we can, when we know that certain thing is limiting belief, we can break it. So think about in your life, if you think something is impossible but you really wanted to do, and there are things that people have said something at some point, you can break it. So for my daughter Alice, I always tell her one thing, that believe in yourself. And as I say to her, I say to myself too. I'm in my 40s, and I know that in life, as I went through my school, college, and career, there are many times people said I couldn't do certain things, and there are very few who told me that I could. So I had to tell myself that I could, and that path was not easy. A lot of time it felt like I was swimming against the current, until now when I know that it's not the people, it's all in our own mind, that we can tell ourselves that we believe in ourselves, we can do it. If we want to do it, we can do it. So I tell her that, and her being young, she's only 8 years old, so she won't understand the concept fully. So I give her a funny example, because if somebody says something at school and she doesn't like it or something, so I tell her that, if somebody says you're a tree, do you think you become a tree? And she would say no, because I know that some funny things like that will resonate with her, and it does. So she remembers that. So she always remembers that, to believe in herself. And that makes me proud that she remembers that. Yeah, I'm slowly making progress. In the last few days, I've been trying to deal with things, and I think in general I'm doing better. you know, in progress, things are not straight line. We fall down, we get back up and keep doing. We inspire others, and try to do the mantra, and living in the present moment, continuing that. And also I try to do these videos because, like how Rhonda Byrne said, that it's important to keep doing the practices, because if we don't do, the subconscious overtakes. So even if we can't, if you're doing something, even if you can do every day, but do it in a certain rhythm, because the consistency is the key. Yeah, I was thinking I'd go to the gym today. I don't know why I'm feeling all tired, so I'm not sure if I'll go to the gym or go for a quick walk in the evening or something. Not sure yet. I might try to head to the gym, not very sure. I do a little bit of mantra, trust in God, positive and uplifting words, love, harmony, patience, let go, in the present moment. Be kind, forgive, look for positive in every situation, stay resilient, be strong, and keep going. Spread peace. Just trying to use my senses as well. Now finally we'll do some intention setting and visualization, and then finish the video.